thank you as always for tuning in and taking the time to flow with me. So today we are going to be doing a power flow. It is going to be quite a challenging one, and there's going to be a lot of core, it's going to be quite a dynamic, strong practice. So as always, just make sure that you are listening to your body, giving yourself what you need. Please rest, take breaks whenever you need to. You know, you're doing this in the comfort of your own home, so no pressure, take any breaks, come back to child's pose, drop down to your knees, just make sure that you're giving yourself exactly what it is that you need. So we are going to start in a seated position. So if you just come to any seated position really, I'm going to start in a cross-legged position. If this isn't comfortable for you, you can extend your legs out in front of you, and then just come to rest your hands. Again, wherever is comfortable, maybe in your lap, maybe on your knees, palms facing up towards the ceiling, and just really lengthen through your spine as you take a big inhale through your nose. Roll your shoulders up, back and down as you exhale. Take this moment to arrive on your mat. Allow your body to soften. Allow your shoulders to continue to drop. Feel your sit bones connecting to the earth beneath you. Feel them drawing down, and simultaneously the crown of your head reaching up towards the ceiling. So there's a sensation of grounding and lengthening all in one. And then just taking your awareness to your internal body, starting to focus on your breath. Not changing anything at first, just simply observing, being the watcher. Maybe noticing, connecting to the rise and the fall of your body. And then place a bit more of that conscious awareness of your attention on your heart space. As you start to deepen your breath, breathing in through your nose, feel your belly expand, and then draw that breath up in towards your heart space. Feel your whole body expand. Exhale, release. Allow your navel to drop back towards your spine. Again, breathing in through your nose, feel your belly expand, draw that breath up towards your heart space. Pausing for a moment, and exhale, release. One more time, big breath in through your nose, belly expanding, ballooning, bringing that breath up, your whole body full to capacity. And exhaling through your nose. So throughout your practice, try to keep a hold of these deep, steady breaths, using your breath to aid in your concentration, your focus, particularly when you're in a more challenging position. Know that you can come back to your breath. It's there for you whenever you need to access it, to bring about some calm to both your body and your mind. Inhale, sweep both hands up above your head. And then as you exhale, bring your left hand down to your mat. Right hand reaches over your head to your left ear, and then just move your head over to your right so you can feel a nice stretch through your neck. Inhale, sweep both hands up above your head again. Right hand comes out to your right side, onto your fingertips, extending. The left hand comes and takes your right ear, moving your head over towards your left, feeling the stretch through your side neck. Again, inhale, both hands reaching up towards the sky. Big breath in as you exhale, twisting now. So right hand comes to left knee, left hand comes behind your back. As you inhale, find some length. And as you exhale, bring your gaze behind you, twist a little deeper. Inhale, hands come back above the head. Exhale, left hand to right knee, right hand comes behind the back. Again, inhaling, finding length, really growing tall through the crown of your head, and as you exhale, twist, turning behind you. Inhale, come back to center, hands again, reach above your head, and then as you exhale, bring your hands down to your knees. So taking your knees here on your next inhale, really push forward through your chest, chin lift, squeezing your shoulder blades together. Exhale, round through your spine, hollowing through your middle, chin to chest, drawing your shoulder blades apart. Inhale, project forward through your chest, through your heart space, breathe into that area. Chin lift, exhale, rounding through your upper back, chin to chest. One more time, inhale, push forward. Exhale, round. And then just come back to neutral now. And bringing your hands in front of you, spreading your fingers wide, grounding through all parts of your hands, so through the pads of your fingers, your knuckles, the palms of your hands. Step your feet back into your downward facing dog. So really feeling a sense of length here. Pushing your mat away with your hands, draw your shoulders away from your ears. Just bending alternate knees, bring some movement in, walk out your dog. Take any other movements that feel good to you, maybe rocking from side to side or back and forth. And then coming to meet in stillness, drawing both heels down towards your mat as you inhale, lift through your right leg, bend at the knee, stack your right hip on top of your left, opening through your hip here, head, neck continue to relax. Maybe bring your gaze underneath your left armpits. Exhale, release, come back to downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Foot flexed, again bending at your knee here, left hip stacked on top of right. Bring the gaze underneath your right armpit. Exhale, release. Back to your downward facing dog. And then gently come to step both feet in between your hands, taking a nice forward fold here. You can keep the bend in your knee. Maybe bend a little further and take your chin, allow it to rest on your thighs. Just really let go here. Take a gentle rock from side to side. And again, just coming to stillness as you inhale, rising up vertebrae by vertebrae. Sweep both hands up above your head, palms come to touch. Taking a gentle back bend as you exhale, hinge from your hips. Really lead with your chest, keeping that length through the spine, fold forward. Head, neck, relax. Inhale to halfway lift, back flat. This time the crown of your head really reaching forward, hands extended towards your mat. Exhale, plant your hands down on your mat. Step both feet back into your high plank. Shoulders stacked over wrists here. Really pushing your heels away from you, engaging through your core. There's the option to drop down to knees, chest, chin, or flow through your full chaturanga, keeping elbows into the sides, lowering down to your low plank. Push through the tops of your feet. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Breathe in deeply, and then as you exhale, tuck your toes under, push back, downward facing dog. Step both feet back in between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, back flats. Exhale, fold forward. As you inhale, come to chair pose, Utkatasana. Drop your bottom low, reach your hands forward. Again, shoulders dropped away from your ears, open through your chest. Weight into your heels here. Exhale, release, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, back flats. Exhale, plant the hands down on your mat. This time step or jump back into your high plank. Flow through your chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lift, three-legged dog. As you exhale, sweep that knee to your nose. Plant the foot in between your hands, pivot slightly on your left foot. As you inhale, rise up to your warrior one. Reaching, sparking those fingers, hips squaring towards the front of your mat. Big breath in, exhale. Plant your hands back down, frame that right foot, step it back into downward facing dog. Left leg lifts, three-legged dog. Foot flexed here, so toes pointing towards your mat. Take a big inhale, then as you exhale, sweep that knee towards your nose. Plant that foot in between your hands. Pivot slightly on the right foot, inhale. Lift up strong into warrior one. Left knee should be stacked over left ankle here. Reaching the hands, pelvis neutral. Exhale, plant your hands back down on your mat. Step the left foot back to your downward facing dog. So just taking a couple of breaths here now. Continue to draw your heels down towards your mat, spreading those fingers wide. On your next inhale, come back to your three-legged dog, foot flexed. Again, just bend at your knee, stack the right hip on top of your left. Gaze underneath that left armpit, open through your hips. And then as you exhale, sweep your knee towards your nose. Holding here. Inhale, push back, three-legged dog. Exhale, sweep the knee to your left elbow this time. Really pushing your mat away with your hands. Drop your knee down to your left wrist. Back up to your left elbow. Across to your right elbow. Down to your right wrist. Up to your right elbow. And then moving into our fallen triangle. So extending, reaching that right leg out to your left. Pivot slightly on the left foot. Lift that left hand over your head so you're on the outer edge of your right foot. Continue to lift through your hips. Option to stay here, engaging through your core. Or maybe dropping down, coming to some pulses. Lowering and lifting. For 3 times. Come back into your downward facing dog. And again, taking a few more breaths. Steadying that breath out. Inhale, left leg lifts. Three-legged dog, foot flex, bend at the knee. Left hip stacked on top of right hip. Bring that gaze underneath your right armpit. Exhale, knee comes to nose. Inhale, push back, three-legged dog. And again, exhale, knee comes to nose. Then taking that knee to your right elbow, down to your right wrist. Back up to the right elbow, across to your left elbow, down to your left wrist. Back up to your left elbow, and then take that left foot, extend it across to the right. Reach overhead with your right hand, coming back into your fallen triangle. Lifting through your hips here. Option to remain here or come to some pulses for 3, 2, 1. Come back over, plant that right hand back down, step back, downward facing dog. 5 breaths of active recovery here. Continue to spread those fingers wide to lift your sit bones up and back. Connect back to your breath. Place all your focus, your awareness on it, and just observe where you can feel it happening in your body now. Notice the difference from when we started the practice not so long ago. Inhale, right leg lifts again. And as you exhale, sweep that foot forward, plant it in between your hands. We're coming into our lunge. As you inhale, lift both hands up above your head. Strong through that back leg, drop your shoulders. Inhale, come into a gentle back bend. Exhale, back to center. Again, just come into some pulses here now for 3, 2, 1. Find more length through your spine. Gently start to hinge from your hips, power through that right leg. Lift through your left leg, coming into our warrior 3. Left foot flexed. Making a nice T shape with your body here. Your standing leg should be strong, but the joint in your knee soft. Inhale. Start to lift, keeping the left leg lifted, bending at the knee now, drawing that knee up towards your tummy. Focus your gaze. Use your breath. Then come to take that left foot, pop it on top of your right thigh. Bring your hands to your heart center. And then drop down into your chair, keeping the left foot on top of your right thigh. Weight into your right heel. Open through your chest. Come back to your breath. Slowly start to nest, start to hinge from your hips. Unwrap the left foot straight back into your warrior 3. Finding that balance. Using the breath, not being distracted by anything external. Moving into our half moon. Right hand comes down to your mat, left hand reaches up again, opening through your hips here. Big breath in, and as you exhale, step your left foot back, open straight into warrior 2. Bring in a nice bend into your right knee, gaze on the middle finger of your right hand. As you inhale, reach forward, flip the right hand. As you exhale, bring it back over your head, reverse warrior. Your left hand can come down the back of your left leg, or maybe in a bind around your back to your right thigh. Inhale. Exhale. Right elbow comes to right knee. Reach overhead into your extended side angle. So all the way from your left foot to your left hand, reaching, stretching. Breathe into that space in your side body. If you want a little more of a challenge, there's the option to lift the right hand here as well. Both hands reaching in front of you. Use your core. Find that strength within. Exhale, release. Cartwheel both of those hands, frame your right foot. Step your right foot back into your downward facing dog. Just staying here for 2 breaths again, a couple moments active recovery. Head, neck relaxed. Inhale, left leg lifts. 3-legged dog, exhale. Knee comes to nose. Plant that foot in between your hands, lifting up strong into your crescent lunge, reaching those hands. As you inhale, find more length, take a gentle back bend. Exhale, back to neutral, coming to some pulses for 3, 2, 1. Come back to that high lunge, active through that right leg. Then gently powering through the left leg. Lift through that right leg, come straight into your warrior 3, hands reaching in front of you. T-shape with the body, so your right foot is flexed, toes pointing towards the ground. The standing leg, your left leg, is strong. However, the joint in your knee soft, finding some ease within the challenge. Inhale, come to lift through the upper half of your body. Bend at your right knee, draw it in towards your tummy. Keep your shoulders dropped. Then take your right foot, pop it on top of your left thigh. Hands come to heart center. You want to keep the pelvis neutral in this position, so continue to lift the front of your pelvis as your tailbone drops. Bend at your left knee, come into your seat. Weight into your left heel. Focus all your energy, your breath. You've got this. Exhale, gently start to hinge from your hips. Unravel the right foot, extend that leg back in front of you, hands reach back out in front. And then transitioning into your half moon, left hand comes down to your mat. Right hand reaches up, finding more space through your hips. Big breath in. As you exhale, step your right foot back, open straight into your warrior 2. Your gaze comes back on the middle finger of that front hand. Left knee should be stacked over left ankle, and the heel of your left foot in line with the center of your back foot. As you inhale, reach forward, flip the left hand. As you exhale, bring that hand overhead, reverse warrior. Again, the option to bring your right hand down your right thigh or in a bind behind your back. Breathe into your side body. Exhale, left elbow to left knee, reach overhead with that right hand. And not popping any weight into your knee here, just simply resting the elbow. Option to deepen this position, lifting through that left hand. Both arms reaching forward. Use your breath. Come back to your breath. Exhale, release, bring those hands back down, frame your left foot, step back into your downward facing dog. Again, some active recovery here. Spread those fingers wide. As always, there's the option to take child's pose for a few breaths. Wherever you are, come back into your downward facing dog. Take an inhale, roll over into your high plank. Drop down to your knees. And then we're coming into our tabletop position. So shoulders stacked over wrists here, hips stacked over knees. You want your back to be flat, spine long. And try to keep the spine neutral. So if you feel you're dipping through your spine, just try to really neutralize that. Tuck your toes under. Focus your gaze. Start to engage through your core and then lifting your knees just 2 inches off your mat hole here. Core engage. Pushing your mat away with your hands. Drop back down to your knees. Lower your sit bones to your heels. Take a breath in child's pose. Breathe in. Exhale. Sigh everything out through your mouth. One more time. Breathe in through your nose. Exhale. Come back into your all fours position. Tuck your toes under. Lifting the knees just 2 inches off your mat. Again, holding here. And there's the option to maybe extend your left leg out behind you. Again, foot flexed. Engaging through your core. Keep that right knee 2 inches off your mat. Bring the left foot back down. Extend the right leg. And lower back down. Knees come to mat. Sit bones to heels. Again, a breath in child's pose. Breathe in through your nose. Exhale. Everything out through your mouth. One more time. Breathe in through your nose. Exhale. Sighing everything out through your mouth. Come back to your all fours position. And then coming onto your forearms, taking a forearm plank. Tucking the toes under. Engage through your core. Push your heels back towards that wall behind you. Holding here for 3 breaths. And lowering all the way down to your mat. Bring the cheek to rest on your mat. Hands come down by your sides. Just take a moment, connect back to your breath. Notice if you can feel your heart beating against the floor beneath you. Really focus on trying to calm that heartbeat, to steady your breath, equal breaths in and equal breaths out. Coming into bow pose now. So bringing your head facing 12 o'clock, reaching those hands behind you. There is the option to take locust, so just continuing to reach the hands, to reach the legs behind you. If you want to take full bow, taking your right hand to your right foot, left hand to your left foot. Draw your knees in towards one another. And as you inhale now, lifting up. Lifting that chest, chin lifts. Continue to lift. 2 more breaths. If you're in locust, just continue to reach those hands behind you, legs behind you. Exhale, release. Come back down to your mat. Windscreen wipe your legs from side to side. And one more time, coming to stillness. Head comes to reach 12 o'clock. And the option is yours, locust or bow. Either taking the feet by your hands or extending both your hands and legs out behind you as you inhale, lift up. Holding here for 2 more breaths. Continue to lift with everything you have. Lift a little more, a little more. Exhale, release. Opposite chin comes to rest, comes to rest on your mat. Windscreen wipe your legs from side to side. Feel that nice release in your lower back. And come to stillness. Bring your hands either side of your shoulders. Spread those fingers wide. Push up into a gentle cobra. Exhale, release. Push your sit bones back towards your heels. Knees wide, toes come to touch. Take a child's pose. And then tucking your toes under, push back to your downward facing dog. Lengthen through your spine. Really reach your chest towards your thighs. Heels draw down. Step your feet in between your hands and come to sit on your mat. So just extending your legs out in front of you now, we're just going to come to Dandasana. So taking that fleshy part of your bottom away, moving it from underneath you as you inhale, reach both hands up above your head. Take a really deep breath in here, feet flexed as you exhale. Hinge from your hips, fold down your legs. Now you can keep a bend in the knees here. They don't need to be locked out. And the movement should be coming from the hinging of your hips, not rounding through your spine. So you want to try and keep your spine as long as possible. If you feel like you're really rounding, just ease back a little bit, maybe bring more of a bend into your knees. Chest is open, is lifted. With every inhale, try and find a little more length through your spine. With every exhale, try and fold a little deeper forward. And release. Bring your hands behind your back. Just give your legs a wobble. Draw your feet in towards your bottom. Windscreen wipe your legs from side to side. And then really grounding through your hands now, coming into reverse tabletop for our last position, lifting our hips up towards the ceiling. Exhale, release all the way back down to your mat. Extend your legs out in front of you. Come to lie on your mat, hands down by your sides, palms facing up towards the ceiling. Just take your knees into your chest for a moment and give yourself a big hug. Rock from side to side. Massage through your spine. And then again, come to extend your legs out in front of you. Let your feet fall out to either side. Close down through your eyes and just allow your body to soften into your mat. Feel your shoulders drop and relax. Allow your hips to drop. Allow your breathing to soften, that rise, that fall of your belly to become more shallow. Allow your whole body to relax and melt, surrender into our final position, Shavasana. And when you're ready, just bring some movement back into your fingers, into your toes. Hug your knees into your chest. Take another gentle rock from side to side. Roll over onto your right side. And again, when you're ready, keeping your eyes closed, just roll up to a seated position. Bring your hands to your heart center. Take a moment to check back in with yourself, to appreciate and to acknowledge yourself for taking the time out of your day to connect back to yourself, to your body, to give back to your body. I work so hard for you every single day. Taking one last deep breath in through your nose, roll your shoulders up, back and down as you exhale, bowing your chin to your chest. Namaste.